Okay, I think you guys should be able to hear me now. Let me know. Welcome to the show, guys. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Cool. Just getting ready, guys. Setting all this up. Genus Bizarro Ghost, Mandy, how's it going? Tony Rafter, how's it going? Kate O'Connor, the fam, Kayla, Michelle K, Shannon, Michael, we have Maria Gives Me Hugs, we have Tony Rafter Gnor, we have Michelle K, Shannon, how's it going? Welcome. Joyce Wanda Elkenbrack, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Melanie, welcome. Kate O'Connor, the fam. We have Tammy Burgess Rock Fam. Thank you guys so much. Just getting started here, guys. Just warming up. Hope you guys are having a great evening so far. I'm trying to figure this all out here, and it's kind of playing a little bit of hoopty with me. Welcome, welcome. Will B, welcome. How are you? We are ready, Freddy. Awesome. Alright, guys. Hopefully you can see me now. Welcome. This is After Dark Live. It's been a long time since I've actually done a legit After Dark special, and I hope you guys are ready. I think I got everything running now. Hopefully. Can you guys see me yet? Alright, you guys should be able to see me now. Okay. Alright. This is so weird. Okay, there we are. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to the show. Hopefully everybody's having a great evening so far. We are live. We are live. Okay. What are you doing on YouTube when you could be out there test driving your new car around town? I did that earlier. Yes. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to the show. It's been a long time since I've actually done it after dark. Let me know how you guys like the new setup. I'm now using Streamlabs OBS, and I hope you guys like the outlook of this. I'm going to be telling scary stories tonight for a couple hours, and see how you guys enjoy this. If this is something that you want to keep doing, just let me know. Yes, drive good, right? Alright, can see you. Awesome sauce. See if anybody else joins up here. Got the new virtual background going. The green screen. Think everything's running efficiently. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm lagging out on the whole YouTube side. I don't know what's going on. Am I buffering on everybody else's screen? Probably. Hopefully I'm not buffering on everybody else's screen here. Trying to get things right. Okay. Let me see here. Hey, Jenny Merced, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. It's on and off. Yeah, you know what's going on is I'm running my editing software in the background. I'm in the process of downloading my new video, and I think that's what's causing the issue. And I thought my computer was going to be able to handle it, and it kind of is, and it kind of isn't. Hey, what's up, Supernatural? How's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I know. I see that, guys. I'm sorry. I should be full screened. I should have everything going here. Let me see here. I got 14 people in the house right now. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Yep, this is the official After Dark Live. I hope I don't have any further issues. It seems to be running okay in the background here. My lighting isn't that great, so I gotta bring out the light boxes eventually. I got my video editing in the background, so it's rendering my new video, and that's why my computer is running a little harder than it needs to be. I'm just gonna open this door here behind me just so I can, if the door was the thing cutting off the signal, I shouldn't have that problem anymore. I didn't get a notification, and I have all the videos clicked. Of course. I'm still figuring out streaming on Streamlabs here, guys. I am going to share this out as much as I can just to get some people in here. I know a lot of people are live right now. Copy. Thank you, Kate O'Connor, the fan, for tweeting this out, guys. The only way people are going to be able to see this is if you help me tweet this out. Share this out on Facebook. Okay. Share to page. Alright. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second here. I'm trying to get up the chat. Hey, what's up, Colleen? How's it going? Welcome. Hey, Smurfalicious M420, how's it going? Welcome. See here, share to page. Already did that. So there we go. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Oh, not much, guys. I have some good news. I got a car today, so I got a new set of wheels. So I'll be pimping now up in here. So I got a 2001 Honda Civic. So I'm excited. For some reason I didn't get your notifications, but people always bullying me. I get theirs. If I'm awake, I'm always looking out for you. Oh, Michelle, thank you so much. There are a lot of people live right now, but perfectly honest, when some people go live constantly every night, it gets boring. I hear you. Congrats on the car. Yes, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I finally, after 2 years, was able to get a car. So I'm pretty excited. So that's good news. I got a new whip. And I am pimping. Oh, nice. We got Melanie Harris. We got Supernatural Lost Adventures. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Smurfalicious M420. Don't think I got you on Facebook. I have yet to look you up. Okay, join my. The best way to join me on Facebook is through my HSFL fan page. And you guys can join that, and you can comment there. But yeah, I'll post some links in that as well. Let's see. I Got this shared out quite a few places. Tammy Burgess Rock FAMZ. So, did this start on another live stream, or was it the one that had the notifications going out? Because I did see some notifications went out on the stream before I started. I started a little early. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here too, Michelle. Colleen, thank you so much for sending me a friend request. I do appreciate it. There we go. Oh, thank you, Smurf. I do appreciate you sharing this out. 15 people in the house right now. Thank you guys so much. Just waiting to get a couple more people in here. And, yep, I did get the notification After Dark Live EVPs and Scary Stories. So the notifications have gone out. We have Boomer D is in the house. Welcome, Boomer, to the stream. I do appreciate you coming by. Much love and light, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Hope everybody likes the outlook of this stream. Let me know if there's anything you would change on here. But it seems like everything is running properly. Let's see how. Got Little Meadows in the house. Little Meadow, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Awesome sauce. I don't know what's doing that for, but okay. Much love to Michelle. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I missed the Esquada. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I tried to say everybody's name. I do apologize if I didn't say your name, but just make sure you highlight my name and let me know. And I will be sharing some scary stories here pretty soon. What's up? Can't say long. First day back at school tomorrow. Oh, awesome. Small town. Good to see you, buddy. I hope you're having a great day so far. Hey, JEH0089. Welcome. I am just doing live scary ghost stories tonight, guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of interesting stories. So get ready. It's going to be pretty interesting. I haven't done it in a long time, and I would like to start getting these streams going again. It's pretty interesting with these, where these stories go, and they're pretty creepy. Got my new car today. So first time in almost 2 years I've had a vehicle, so I am very, very excited. Paranormal Voices, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Got my vape all fired up, working good. Been going through a bit of a rough time, haven't been around much, figured I would come and join the stream. Awesome sauce, thank you, I appreciate it. Let's see, we got 17 people. Maria gives me hugs, thank you for commenting on my video. Yes, vacation time for John, yeah, not in my near future. Real Brooklyn, what's up? I would love to go on another travel, like a haunted trip. The only time I can really do that is during the 2 days I have off during the week. And I've been working through them the last couple weeks just so I can try to close some of these deals. And, but yeah. Kim FITZGERALD Rock Fam is in the house. What's up, fam? We got 20 people in the house. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Is the stream running good right now, guys? Can you see the stream pretty well? Hopefully it doesn't lag out when I'm sharing the stories. That would be kind of shitty, but I think everything is working pretty solid, so I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing I don't have is my microphone, which I'm probably gonna hook up because it picks things up better. So I'm gonna hook up my mic. So I have my professional mic here. I still got to work on selling some stuff so I can get some money. I have a few music things that I just don't really use. I have a guitar amp that I'm gonna be selling because I just never use it. But everything else is looking pretty good. Sorry, it takes a minute to get this thing screwed into the table here. I've drilled a hole in this poor table about a year ago, so my mic will just slide on in. Alright, it's looking good. I'm glad to hear. It's looking really good. I am so glad you guys are enjoying this so far. Aw, thank you, Jamie Shipman. I really appreciate that. Alright, guys. So, I think my e-cigarette is fully charged. I'm just gonna plug in my mic. So let's change this real quick. Bear with me for 2 seconds while I switch over to my professional mic. Okay, I think that's going to be a little bit clear with my voice so you guys can hear me a little bit better, hopefully. Let me know in the chat if that sounds better than it did. Did you say nug in your mic? No. I don't have a nug in my mic. I'm trying to listen to make sure. Did you say nug in your mic? Okay, that's better. Sweet. I think I can also use voice mod on this computer now where I can actually tell it with a spooky voice. Be more interesting. I'm just experimenting with different softwares to make the shows better. Don't know. I think it's called voice mod. Let's see. Thank you, Kate O'Connor, the fam, for sharing that out. I do appreciate it. Sounds better. Sounds awesome. Okay, I am interested to see if I'll be even able to do this. Yeah, I don't know though. Okay, so this is going to be microphone, BenQ, no.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Yes, it's working. More than welcome. Sound should be back now. So I can do all these funny voices to help with the shows. Oh god, that's scary. So this should work pretty good now for sharing these scary stories. I hope you enjoy. How do you guys like the sound of this, or should I change it back to my normal voice? I'm laughing so much right now. It's the deep voice. Definitely creepy, but awesome. Normal voice? Okay, I'll switch back. You guys are no fun. Okay. I see how it is.
Alright, guys, I'm back to my normal voice. Sorry. Oh no, it's John is an alien. Oh no, you sound like Ghost Mafia. I know. I got this similar software to what Ghost has, but I'll change it back, guys. Sorry about that. I thought I would just have some fun. I've never actually been able to like do that ever, so it sounds pretty cool. Um, Yeah, I'll forget my dogs out. Creeped out, lol. Hey, sharpshooter, how you doing, brother? A girl in her teens babysat for a wealthy family one night. The wealthy family had a large house with many rooms. It was filled with lots of artifacts and old ornaments from all over the world. As the parents were leaving to go out for the night, the father told the girl that once she put the kids down, she must go down to the basement and watch TV there and not go wandering around the house. Once the kids were asleep, the girl retires to the basement to watch TV. However, she cannot concentrate on her show because in the corner of the room there is a life-size clown statue grinning at her. She finally decides to drape the blanket over the statue. She can ignore it. After a while, she can't stand to look at the clown statue's oversized oversized feet sticking from out underneath the blanket. She decides to call the father and ask his permission to watch TV in the other room because she is so freaked out by the clown statue in the basement. Listen carefully, the man says to the girl. Our children have been complaining about that clown that comes into the room in the middle of the night. We just thought it was nightmares. We don't own a clown statue. You need to get the kids and get out of the house now. I'll call the police. My K2 just went off right when I was sharing this story right next to me. That's why you saw a green flash next to my face. The girl hangs up the phone and turns around to look at the clown statue. You guys can't see this, but I've got the massive case of the chills from reading this story because my K2 is just going nuts right next to me as I read this. And I think the clown doll, which is sitting right here on the bed next to me, is trying to communicate. I think it likes this story a little too much. You need to get out. You need to get the kids and get out of the house now. I'll call the police. The girl hangs up, turns around to look at the covered clown statue, but all the blankets are on the floor. She hears steps coming from the basement stairs. To keep themselves occupied. Oh, wait, no. Actually, I think that's where that story ends. That is so creepy. What the hell is up with this meter, dude? Why is it going off like that? That's... Ugh. That's a freaking clown doll. Guys, that meter is going off. You guys can see it going off right next to my face. But it's on the edge of the back table. That is so unnerving. There should be nothing sensing that off right now. I haven't had activity in my house in like a couple days. Like, I haven't noticed anything. I haven't been feeling anything. But just sharing this story like triggered something. Because I just got a massive case of the chills. And my K2 just started going off right next to me. Ooh, that is so unnerving. Okay. Finally getting an Evo box thanks to my awesome bro and sis. Hell yeah. Hey Terry C, how you doing? Thank you so much for sharing this out. I do appreciate it. Freaking clowns, right? Ugh, that is so unnerving, guys. I don't know what the hell that was, but wait, you guys heard of EVP? Oh, EVP box. Thank you. Thanks to my... Oh, okay. I thought Evo box. I was like, wow, that sounds cool. What is that? EVP box. Gotcha. Thank you, Michelle. Hey, Mary. How you doing? Thank you so much for the 17 people watching. I do appreciate it, guys. K2's going off again. Don't know why, but... Alright, so this next one is called Hide and Seek. Be good boys, the parents said. Keep themselves occupied. To keep themselves occupied, the boys decided to play a game of hide and seek. I'm gonna push this a little bit further back, so maybe it's just interference. I'm gonna turn my other meter on too, just in case. To keep themselves occupied, the boys decided to play a game of hide and seek. The older boy turned his head to the wall and began to count. He could hear his little brother's feet as he scampered away looking for a place to hide. "Ready or not, I'm coming!" cried the older brother as he went looking for his brother. He looked at all the usual places: behind the sofa, in the bedroom, behind the shower curtain, behind all the curtains in the room, under the beds, but he could not find him. The apartment was eerily quiet. He heard a scraping sound coming from the wardrobe. The boy was sure he had already looked there, but he went away and called out, "Come out! I found you!" There was only silence. Again he called for his brother to come out, and again nothing. Opening the door, the boy tried to peer behind the wall of dresses and coats just hanging there. He bent down, but he did not see any feet standing there. He began to raise up and put his hand out towards the mass of clothing, feeling for his little brother, when a small, white, ice-cold hand came and grabbed his wrist and tried to pull him into the closet. As he is trying to pull himself free, he hears a noise behind him, looks over his shoulder, and sees his brother behind him. "Couldn't you find me?" asked the boy. The older brother screams in fright and desperately tries to free himself from the grip of a hand, all while being pulled into the wardrobe. The younger brother grasps him and tries to manage to pull him free. Both are screaming from the apartment. Nobody knows what would have happened if the hand had managed to pull him in. Do you? How are you guys enjoying these stories so far? Hope you guys are enjoying them. Pretty spooky. Do you guys miss this show? I love this show. This is my favorite one to do, is the scary stories at night. Put a 1 in the chat. Missed After Dark Live. Scary ghost stories at night. It's been a long, long time since I've been able to run OBS. Thank you so much for the 17 people watching. Very wild, John. Thank you. I appreciate it. If there is anybody new here in the chat who has never been to my channel before, please consider subscribing and your name will pop up right here on the screen. And right over here somewhere. And you love this. Awesome. I'm so glad. Do you guys like the outlook of the background here? Or is it too much with the lettering? This was one of my original concepts for After Dark. This is great. I'm watching in the dark. It's half 5 on Friday here in Scotland. Still dark. Love these streams, HSFL. Oh, thank you so much, Kate. This has been the first night I have seen this, so I'm usually asleep, but I'm happy to be here with you. Oh, Michelle, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Is my voice still low? Should I turn up my mic? Put a yes or no. If you guys can hear me clearly, put a yes. If you can't hear me, put a no. I'll turn it up a little bit, so hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. I do have my mic like right here, so should be able to be heard pretty easily. Okay, sounds good. Okay, sounds awesome. All right. Hey, Chicken Strips, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I thank everybody for joining me tonight. There is 14 people in the house. I do appreciate your time and the consideration. Looks like I'm lagging a bit. Looks like I'm good now. 14 people watching, so thank you so much. I'm trying to keep up here on the chat. Love the background. It's perfect. Awesome. Looks very cool. I'm so glad. Awesome sauce. Chicken Strips, Missy is in the house. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Please turn it up. Okay. Hopefully this does the old trick. Hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better now. Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Sounds good. Alrighty, you guys, well, welcome to the stream, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing, liking this stream, sharing this out with your friends, and as always, I hope everybody's having a spooky evening so far, and hope you guys are ready for some more stories tonight. They're only going to get creepier from here on out. All right. This is called The Vanishing Hitchhiker. The urban legend in many forms, parts of the country. Resurrection Mary is the most famous and is associated with the southwest suburbs of Chicago and Resurrection Cemetery. My Uncle Joe was driving home late one night when he picked up a pretty girl hitchhiking in a white dress. The girl was very nice, and they were having a great conversation. He drove her home and dropped her off at the house. The next day, he realized he left her sweater in the car. He decided to drop the sweater off at her house. When he rang the doorbell, an old lady answered. He tells the story, and she tells him he must be mistaken. Her daughter died in a car accident after a night of dancing many years ago. It's kind of sad more than scary. The hitchhiker never gets to the house. She mysteriously vanishes from the car as they pass the cemetery gates. A woman is gardening when she digs up a hairy toe. She brings it into the house and puts it in a jar. When she goes to bed that night, she hears the wind moaning and groaning. When she hears, "Where is my hairy toe?" She creeps further under the covers, and the house creaks and cracks, and she hears again, "Where is my hairy toe?" Continue the story as you wish, with the details of the scary stories in the house. "Where is my hairy toe?" Finally, say, "Where is my hairy toe?" in a low, menacing voice, and then jump up to the point and scream, "You got it." The stories are a bit longer to build suspense. Tell them with a great deal of vocal expression. That's the key to every good story. Oh, no problem, guys. Okay, let's see here. This one is a bit longer. Oh my god, giving me the chills. That's the point. Welcome to After Dark. Alrighty, you guys. Hopefully we can get some more people in here. I think once some people end their streams this evening, some more people will join up. Alrighty, my friends, let's get to the next one. I love it. It's funny and freaky at the same time. Aw, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Alright. A rich man's wife became deathly ill the night before Christmas 1798. So he called for the doctor. By the time his doctor arrived, his wife had already died, or so it seemed. Her husband was in grief, and he was stricken, and he locked himself in the room. He did not attend the funeral the following day. The servants of the house carried the rich woman's body to the vicar, who was in a drunken stupor, held the ceremony quickly. The veil was drawn across her face, the stone lip lowered, and the iron grill locked. Just before the clergyman fell asleep that night, he remembers the beautiful emerald ring on her finger of the woman he had laid to rest. Wanting the ring, and thinking no one would find out, he went downstairs, unlocked the lid, opened it, and tried to pry the ring off. It would not budge. He ran back to file to cut the ring off her finger. When it did not work, he severed her finger to pull the ring off. As he had left, he turned around to pick up the iron lid. He screamed at the top of his lungs. He dropped the ring and ran. The woman had awakened. Her was moaning and held her severed finger towards him with an evil smile on her face. Wearing nothing but a silk dress, the woman walked back into her home, knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, ding dong, but to no avail. The servants had all gone to sleep. It was so late on Christmas Eve, she had lifted a heavy stone, threw it at her husband's window, and waited. He came to the window with a sorrowful look on his face. Suddenly, to her surprise, he yelled, "Go away! Why must you torture me so? Don't you know I'm your wife that had just died? Let me mourn. Do not bother." I think I misread this. "Go away! You must torture me so. Don't you know my wife has just died? Let me mourn in peace. Do not bother me again." He shut the window. He did not realize that his wife had thrown the rock at the window. She repeated his actions, again throwing a rock at the window. He opened the window again, and she yelled at him, "I am no one but your so-called dead wife. Now come down here and open this door unless you would like me to die a second time on your doorstep." "You a ghost then?" he said to her. "No, ghosts don't bleed. Now come down here before I catch a death of cold." The man, with a joyous look, came down on his face when he met his wife and took her inside, where the doctor once more told him the news. Meanwhile, the clergyman ran up the stairs. In the state of fright, he hung himself from the rafters of his home. If he had only known that the woman only wanted to thank him, she had not died after all, but had gone into a coma. When he cut her finger off, the pain woke her up. Wow. Hey, Zach Stanford, welcome. $16 in the house. What is up, guys? I think I'm gonna need to find some other stories. I thought I had the right website, but apparently I did not. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. I'm currently in front of my computer, scared witless. Every moment could be my last. My friend is here with me, and he is the sole reason why my life is in danger. It might not make any sense at first, but let me explain. It all started earlier today when my friend of mine burst into my house, slammed the door behind him. His eyes were wide with fear, and he stood there with his back against the door, breathing heavily. I asked him what was wrong, and he had told me his story. He had been living with his aunt for the past year because his parents were in Mexico. They were doing some mission work in a small hospital in southern Mexico. Previous that night, he bedridden stumbled into the entrance of the hospital. He was screaming in Spanish. He appeared to be out of his mind in terror. brought they brought him over to a chair to sit him down. He caught his breath. He caught his breath. He told them a story in broken English. He claimed that his sister had been killed by something that was referred to as La Marato Blanco. He kept saying that it was coming for him next. Confused, they asked him who was La Marato Blanco. I think that's. I hope I'm saying it correct. With the. Oh my God, my K2 just went off again, and I have it much further away from my computer this time. So that just proves that there wasn't any interference that last time, and it's still going off. What the hell? Okay. Definitely should not be going off. If I put my head down, I disappear. Okay. Confused, they asked him what Maruto Blanco was, with the look of unfathomable fear on his face. He said that La Marato Blanco is the White Death. She is the soul of a girl who died many years ago. She died by her own hand, he said, alone and alone and unloved. She hated life so much that she wanted to remove all traces of herself from the earth. So great was her desire to completely obliterate her memory, she returned from the dead as a vengeful spirit bent on killing all who knew of her existence. She is a girl, but she's not a girl. She's not dead, but she's not really alive. She has cold black eyes that weep blood. She walks without ever actually seeming to move an inch. She stalks her victim like a wild animal, pursuing them across rivers and valleys, trailing them to their homes. You are never really aware that she's following you until you hear that telltale knock upon your door. She knocks once for your skin, which she will use to patch her own decaying flesh. Twice for your hair, which she will gnash between her teeth. 3 times for your bones, which she'll fashion into clubs. 4 times for your heart, which she will tear out of your chest. 5 times for your teeth, which she will polish and keep in a box. And 6... Yes. Sorry. 6 is for your eyes, which she'll pluck out one by one. 7 times, and she will swallow you whole. No matter where you go, White Death will track you down. You will hear terrible knocking beginning at your door. You can try to outrun her, but she's faster than any mortal man. If you flee from your home, she'll be knocking on your door. She'll follow you wherever you go. Terrified, man was certain that this thing had been killed, and that this thing had killed his sister. He had tried to tell the police about the White Death, but nobody would listen, dismaying it as an old wives' tale. Next, he tried to tell his priest, but the priest immediately shut the door of the church and turned him away. The priest had seen the White Death following him, he said, and he did not want to get involved. With the With his head in his hands, the frightening man said, "The White Death follows you forever until you tell somebody else about it. Then it shrieks, it kills you, and begins to follow the next person that you have told." After finishing the tale, a man stole a car from the Mission Hospital parking lot and vanished into the night. Apparently, the friend's mother and father had immediately called his aunt to tell him about the strange man they encountered. After they had asked her if she had ever heard of the White Death, she said she had not, and they proceeded to tell her the story the man had told him. The aunt got a phone call later that night. It was the Mexican police. They told her that her parents had been found dead outside of the hospital. They were torn apart. My friend's aunt immediately called him from school to break the bad news to him. As he cried, she told him that she couldn't understand what had happened. She recounted the whole story to him, telling him about the strange man who turned up in the hospital just hours before the parents were found dead. She told him how the man had given him a weird and disturbing story about something called the White Death. When he hung up, he had struggled to come to terms with what had happened. It almost didn't seem real to him. When he got home from school, he found the front door to his aunt's house standing wide open. Inside was a trail of blood leading into the kitchen. On the kitchen floor, he found his aunt's dead body, torn limb from limb. He ran out of the house and all the way down this town, never looking back, until he reached the house. As he told me the story, I could hardly believe it. Within the space of a day, his mother, his father, and his aunt had been murdered. It all seemed too far-fetched. But before I could utter another word, my friend and I both recoiled in horror as we heard the knocking beginning on our front door. We had been staring at the door for an hour now, neither of us wanting to open it. The knocking was still going on, growing louder and louder. She never gives up. She never quits. La Murato Branco is unstoppable. I think she wants to scare us, my friend and I. I think she knows she wants us to blame each other. And I do. I blame my friend. It's all his fault. If we had never he should never have told me about her. As I sit here in my house, both me and my friend are listening to the hideous knocking growing louder and louder. I wish a lot of things. Wish she had killed my friend before he reached my house, and I wish I never had been told about it. I wouldn't be in danger now. I'm sorry I ever met him. I'm sorry too. I'm sorry that I made you read this story. I'm sorry that I told you about the White Death, because now you know about her. She's coming for you next. Oh, Michelle K with the $1 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh my god, my K2 is going off again. What is going on here? I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donation. But yeah, that's a pretty crazy story, guys. I like the car so far. It's going pretty good. Ralph's Trucking's in the house. Welcome. Dude, my K2 is flipping out. I mean, you have to be like right next to this thing to even trigger it. So I don't know what's triggering it. I'm gonna switch this off just to see if it is this. Because I don't think so. Because I gotta be literally right next to this. Rouse Trucking, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I have not been to the gas station yet, guys. Right side of Floyd is in the house. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I have not been to the gas station yet, so I'll definitely put that $1, now the $2 into my tank. I appreciate it. I also have a $5 to put in there as well, so $7 in my tank. That's like 3 gallons of gas. That's like almost full tank right there. That's cool. But welcome everybody. Thank you so much everybody for joining. I do appreciate you choosing the HSFL channel as your channel of choice for coming on tonight. And I hope you guys like my streams. I hope you like my channel. I hope you like the videos I put out. I have another amazing video coming out very soon. Just checking on the video right now. It looks like I got about 57% of the way through the video. So it's gonna be pretty cool, guys. There's quite a few amazing EVPs coming off of this video that I'm posting tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be pretty epic. Just keep it in your car, not for gas. Keep it in the glove box for the $1. Okay? Perfect. Absolutely, I will. It's a little bit of history. It's a little bit of paranormal. It's a little bit of a tour. It's a little bit of Class A EVPs off of my recorder. It's a little bit of cool music. So it's a whole lot of stuff, guys. Aw, thank you so much, James. I so appreciate you. I really appreciate it, guys. We got 16 people in the house. Yeah, guys. I did post pictures of my new car. Well, not new car, but car on... to me, it's a new car because I haven't had a car in 2 years. But, yeah. Oh, what? Thank you so much, Kim. I so appreciate that. Wow. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Wow, that is so cool. I don't know why my petrol costs $1.50 a liter over here in Australia. Yeah, it's $4 a gallon here in California. So it's not cheap. But $5 gets me over a gallon, so that's pretty sweet. My alert box should be working. Okay. Don't know why it's not working, but it should be whenever somebody donates, so I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, should be up and running here. I can't quite figure out why it's not, but that's okay. First $1, John. This is $1 gave you to use for gas, but the other one is for good luck. And gotta keep it there, honey, okay? Alright, sounds good. $1.50 a liter. Jeez. I mean, that sounds pretty expensive, and I don't know how many liters are in 1 gallon. Hey Siri, how many liters are in 1 gallon?
1 gallon is 3.79 liters.
Okay. Wow, that's really expensive. $3.79 times $1.50.
The answer is about $5.69.
Whoo, you guys are more expensive than us. That's crazy. Yeah, wow. So that comes out to like $5.30. God, I thought California was bad. Jeez. Well, I stand corrected. I am never moving to Australia. But I might come and visit, but I don't know about moving there with gas. Jesus. I thought $4.35 a gallon was bad, but $5.35? Yikes. That's pretty crazy. Alright, back to the stories, you guys. Especially in California, because we have communist gas tax. Gavin Newsom sucks. Yeah, he's not much better than Moonbeam. But yeah, no, you're totally on par right side of Floyd. Not a huge fan of Gavin for a couple reasons. I know I don't own a car, but I always had a phobia of driving. I never got a car, but would you visit me in New Jersey if you could one day? Well, if I'm ever up in the upper East Coast, I will definitely come and visit. Depends on places in Australia is even deeper. Oh, it's cheaper. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hey, Teresa D, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Alright, so let's find another scary story. This one is a 3-minute long story. Should be pretty amazing. And I don't think I've ever read this one on my channel, so this should be pretty good. I wish I had my clip for my phone to attach to my mic so I'm not holding it. I don't know where that clip is. Or where it might have gone to. Whoa. Okay, I got an email here. Find out what this is. Melissa Bryan, thank you so much for joining my channel. There we go. Wow, it worked. Cool. Melissa Bryan, welcome to this channel, and I hope you enjoy my content. Thank you so much for joining. I'm telling scary ghost stories tonight, so Alice Springs is $4 a liter, or is that a gallon? Wow, if that's a liter, whoo, man. So far, I love the stories. Awesome. So glad to hear that. It's always awesome to have new people here on the channel, as well as the people that have been here for a long time. And those are the people highlighted in blue. And I do appreciate every single one of you. Damn. Not going to Alice then. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so that is... Alright. So let me see here. Up in here. I don't seem to have my thing, so I got the next best tool, guys. I have a tripod that I'm going to be hooking my phone up to so I can actually see without having to keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. That's why I spend a little bit extra money so I can actually be able to have the right equipment. And I use this mostly for my films. Oh, James, you're always saying you're new. Come on, buddy. let's see. Have you heard from Chris, John? Not really, actually. I think he tried to contact me the other day. I missed his call. I'll try to reach out to him, see what's going on. I know he's going through some stuff. But so are a lot of us right now. Okay. I am from Benny Loco Room. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Benny Loco is amazing people. Alrighty, you guys. So I got the story up now. So this one is called The Family Gathering. I have always hated family gatherings. I've hated my birthday most of all. You're in and you're out. It's always the same. Everyone goes through the motions. Everyone plays their part. My mom bustles about the kitchen, preparing finger food and greeting guests with a fake smile plastered across her face. My dad is always drinking way too much and staggers about, laughing too hard and too loud, slapping people on the back far too hard. We have Rebecca C, aka Fam Bam, in the house. Welcome. My grandmother smothers me with kisses, and I shudder in disgust as I feel her hairy chin brush against my cheek. My uncle bombards me with questions, asking if I have a boyfriend yet or not. My aunt is always telling me about her daughter and how perfect she is and how she's doing at school. She's always takes pains to mention how smart she is and how much smarter than she is at me. My little cousins race around the house like cockroaches, stomping on the floor, jumping on the chairs, squealing and hollering at the top of their lungs, climbing over the furniture and crawl under the tables, pulling and tugging at everything in sight. Nothing goes untouched by their grubby little hands. Round and around they go like rats on a wheel. I honestly cannot believe I'm related to these people, but I have to hold my tongue. I don't actually want them to resent me more than they do. Is Benny Loco in here? Benny Loco is an amazing person. Big shout out to my friend Benny Loco. Much love. Hope to be down there soon to come investigate your house. The table is lined with soggy sandwiches and stale chips. Bottles of wine are followed by bottles of vodka and whiskey. They all sit around the living room, gobbling down their drinks, swapping stories and good old times and boasting about themselves. I cringe as I listen to them laughing and crackling like a bunch of hyenas. It's enough to drive anybody insane. I get up to leave the room, desperate to clear my head. I know that in his jacket pocket, my uncle has a pack of cigarettes and a lighter. Surely he won't miss them. I think. I can hear all the adults in the living room singing a song. I go back to the kitchen to grab a quick smoke. Surely nobody will notice. A strange smell starts to hit the air and it wrinkles up my nose. I don't pay much attention to it. My little cousins are in the kitchen, up to mischief as usual. They give me a startled look when it comes in, as if they've done something naughty, and they're afraid that I will catch him. I put the cigarette between my lips and headed over to the window to flick the cigarette lighter, and suddenly a jet blue flame came across the room of the old gas stove. There's a deafening explosion as the room erupted into flames. The whole house is on fire. I hear screams and cries. I smell burning flesh. I feel the most intense heat as we are all consumed in the inferno. I close my eyes in a sigh of relief as it all dissolved into silence. Until next year, when I'll be 14 again. Over and over again. Forever 14. So how'd you guys like that story? Sounds familiar. Sounds like the making of a serial killer story. Hey, what's up? I don't remember writing that, but that's correct. Beth Plant, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Nothing worse than a boring family gathering, right? I want to be 14 again, right? Let's see what my video's doing. 71%. So the video is almost done, guys. And then it will be uploaded before I go to bed onto YouTube. And it will drop tomorrow. It's in ultra HD. So you guys will have the best clarity on this new video. Ready to be just me is in the house. What is up? Thank you everybody who has joined me tonight. I really appreciate all of your support, all the love. Not 14, but 15 was good. Can't wait. I'm so ready to drop this video. It's pretty cool, guys. So my newest video, Will We Survive the Haunted Abandoned Mercury Mine, is almost at 200 views. If you guys have not watched that video, guys, definitely make sure you go and check that out. Right now, as it stands, it is at 183 views and counting. So hopefully we can get that closer to 200 and start getting some real deal views on that video. Let's see. I posted another one before that. Didn't I have another video before that? Or no? Okay, this is going to be the second out of 4 videos that I post. Teresa D with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Wow, that is so awesome of you. I really appreciate your donation. I don't know why it's not coming up on stream, though. It should pop up with the alert box. That's kind of strange. Isn't it supposed to be... Yeah, it's supposed to be super chats. So... Okay. Well... Should have popped up on screen, but thank you, Teresa D. I really appreciate your donation. It's so awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for tipping the waiter. Did I just call myself a waitress? I did, didn't I? Little joke. Don't tip me too hard. Just playing. Just the tip. Just playing. Just kidding. Just kidding. I just like to joke around. Don't take me too seriously. I'm not raising any money. I'm not asking for donations. People are just putting in super chats. And I am very, very appreciative of... sorry, my foot's stuck. Okay. My apologies, fam. Okay, there we go. Trying to get this old creaky chair working. Whistle, ooh la la, moist waitress. Moist waitress. No, I'm not raising money tonight, guys. I'm just some people decided to donate. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support, Teresa D. Big shout out to you. Same with Michelle K for the $1 donation. We also had Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam with the $5 Australian. I do appreciate that. So thank you guys. I really tip you real hard. Oh no. Oh my god, you guys are hilarious. I was just making a joke about tips. If you've ever worked in the service industry, you know the struggle is real. I don't deserve anything. I just like to have your guys' support, and that's all I really care about, guys. I like to work hard for you to put out good videos and put out epic live streams, and I'm going to start doing scary ghost stories every week. Gonna start trying to put out some pretty awesome content for you. If he twerks, he gets more. You know, this is true, but I don't twerk. I don't know how to. I have no ass. Hashtag wink wink. Oh, we got another subscriber here in the house. Thank you so much. I just saw the number go up a little bit. I appreciate everybody's support. Yes, I was joking. I do not have a ass, so it can't be sexy. I'm as flat as an ironing board. Another cougar night? Looks like it's turning out to be that way. You're the very best. You work hard to make fantastic content and brilliant live streams. Oh, thank you so much, Kate. I really appreciate that. Hey, Haunted Jim, what's going on? How you doing? No, it's all good, brother. Just want to make sure you're doing all right. We all go through our shit. I hope you're feeling better, man. But yeah, I'm sharing scary stories. Boomer D, I guess, is ghost stories. John is talking about his ghost ass. Yeah, I'm talking about that. All about that ghost ass. He's still wondering about me. It's pub night for me in 2 hours. Hell yes. The heat is making me cranky. Oh, I totally understand, man. Some people get paid for making videos on here. Yeah, I make a little bit. Make like maybe a couple dollars off of my videos, but I don't ask for donations. I just like putting out live streams and content. But I am a monetized YouTuber, and I did work really hard to get monetized, guys. I put out a lot of live shows. I really worked on trying to get my channel done professionally as possible. Put out some really interesting content for you guys. Stuff that not every investigator does. I like to have fun with the community. I like to help other channels grow. I wish I could get paid. Well, it'll come ready to be just me. It takes a little bit of hard work and effort, and I've invested a lot of money in this channel. I'll still never fully recoup what I have spent getting this channel together. Like, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I have put close to $6,000 into this channel. I reinvest in this channel like a business. No, she's not being a hater. She just wishes she could get monetized on YouTube, and it's not easy. It took me close to a year to get to where my channel is now. It's also, yeah, I agree. It's about what you enjoy doing. I totally get. Yeah, that's totally true. You got to find your niche on YouTube, what you're good at. I try to focus on putting out paranormal videos. I tried to put out paranormal live streams. I do some other stuff too. I like to have fun with the community on like doing like karaoke streams and stuff like that. Yeah, no, I totally see where she's coming from, and you know, it's being monetized on YouTube. I mean, it's cool, but it's not like you make a lot of money. I mean, you don't, unless you have a couple 100,000 active subscribers, and you get constantly over a couple thousand views on videos with the right amount of ads. And most YouTubers actually make their money selling merchandise, shirts, t-shirts, jackets, hoodies, stuff like that. There's a lot that goes into it. I had to pay professionally for a website. I had to get a new computer. I mean, I've had to travel a lot. So, I mean, there's that too. No, yeah, she's not hating. Definitely not. Your editing has come so far. Your live streams are always fun, and it shows that you take it seriously. Yeah, I mean, I do take my channel seriously. I do take into account the amount of time I spend investigating haunted locations, getting evidence, and stuff like that. And you know, I try to make some interesting videos for you guys, have some interesting and stimulating streams. I like to tell stories. Telling stories is often what I love doing best, is going through the history of a location, finding out what happened there, trying to get the information and learn all about the different places that I visit. I mean, it just adds more knowledge to the stuff that I already know, and just furthers the amount of stuff that I do learn. John, you know you're the favorite YouTuber. Ladies love you. In a live stream, you came out on top. Everyone loves your content and videos. Everyone loves your live streams. You're highly respected. Kate O'Connor, the fam, thank you so much. Ooh, you think you have more info on that cold case? That's pretty awesome. Did you get to save that story that you did on me on Mad Libs? No, unfortunately, like, Mad Libs doesn't allow me to save some of the stories. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm trying to... The live with Kelsey was awesome. Yeah, guys, that live was a lot of fun. Hey, Native Grammy, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. I kind of put ghost hunting on hold until I get back to California. I'm alone here. Ghost hunting isn't a solo sport. It's definitely, and I will find a home in a couple months. Awesome, Gina. That's so great. Shoot. Looks like there's a tropical storm possibly headed for California. Well, it's going to be a tropical depression by the time it gets here, but... or even like a remnant low. Usually they lose all their energy before they hit, but we might get a few like little thunderstorms or showers. But I don't see in our forecast for any rain. It'd be cool if we got a little bit from that storm, because California could get any rain that it needs. Usually storms don't make it this far off the coast. It's kind of strange. Might be windy, that's for sure. Let's see. My black cat is just staring at me. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's do another scary story. I gotta be off in about 40 minutes, so I got a couple more stories and then we'll probably end the live. But I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Let me know in the chat if you are. Let's see. Cool. Just checking Facebook and Twitter for people sharing this. Alright, thank you Kate O'Connor the fam, I really appreciate it. Terry Cope, thank you. Smurfalicious, thank you so much for sharing this out. I do appreciate it, guys. Princess Mel Canada, what is up? Love you, love John, love all that you do. You're amazing. Aw, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes, John is hardworking, down-to-earth young man, well-liked and loved and respected. He is real, honest and genuine, funny, great laugh, and sometimes a great and great sense of humor. Makes us all laugh. Oh, I appreciate it. Are you not interested anymore, John? I'll just forget it if that's what you want. No, Boomer, I'm still interested in it. I just haven't had time to contact you about it. Work has got me swamped right now, but just remind me and I'll go over the evidence with you. I'm still interested in doing it. I just haven't had time to really go over any of the cold case information, but I'm still completely interested in it. I still am getting signs that I know where she might be. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. If you guys didn't know, Boomer and I have been working on a project for a couple weeks now. We found out about an old cold case that happened here where I live about 23 years ago, where a girl mysteriously went and disappeared. She was never found, and her parents are still looking for her. And her name is Kristen Smart, and you can look her up. Boomer and I think that we might have located where her body might have ended up. And yeah, it's pretty sad situation, but hopefully maybe we can find the right location and let people know where she is. But I seriously think that it's not as bad as smoking if you smoke the ones with nicotine. Yeah, I smoked the one with nicotine in it. This one is strawberry custard. Vaping is not that great for you, but it's not the worst thing in the world. If I have 5 ongoing cases, about 50 spirit contacts. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely crack into it, man. We should seriously come up with yeah, there are ones with no nicotine. They're just flavored. You can drop down to 0% nicotine. Do you know that the dire warnings that higher risk for popcorn lung and cancer due to vape? A girl 22 died here after a few weeks from vaping. Well, I've been vaping on and off for 4.5 years. You can order them online. I would order them from a reputable source. You can also go to just about any smoke shop that they should have all the flavors of juices. They have vape stores here in California because vaping is so popular. I have like a professional mod that's all digital. You can't really see it all that well. But yeah, I have mine plugged in right now. Got a few batteries too I need to charge. They have 2 where I live. Yeah, you should definitely consider maybe getting a vape. They do help. Just got to make sure that you don't buy the cheap liquid, because that's often from China. And that's the stuff that's been causing the popcorn lung. There's a chemical in it that's been doing that. Hey, TSW Pair Babes, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. How many people I got in the house right now? This is pretty cool. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Let me find out here. 17 people in the house. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys. Giant Vapes is a great website. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. I've never smoked or vaped. I'm against it all the way. They smell good, but if they help, that's great. Yes, they do help. I haven't smoked now in close to 3 months. Real cigarettes. I still vape, but yeah, I haven't had a cigarette since I bought this. So it does help with the nicotine. But yeah, so let me get back to the stories, guys. Get one. I keep getting distracted. Sorry. So I got another one. This one's called The Vault Door. A boy who got a summer job working in a cemetery. It was not the type of work he would normally choose, but his dad was friends with the undertaker and had convinced him to take the job despite his fear of dead bodies. Cynthia, how are you? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. It was a very eerie place to work. After being there only a week, the boy got the creeps when he got caught sight of a corpse. Okay. Sorry, I'm really tired, guys. Luckily, he didn't have to get anywhere near the bodies. He considered his work consisted mainly of digging graves, sweeping, polishing, and cutting grass. His boss was the undertaker who prepared all the dead bodies for burial. The scariest things were the vaults. Families bought large tombs, and every member of the family who died was placed inside of the vault in a coffin. It creeped him out just to think of all those bodies laying inside those dusty chambers and secret rooms. The boy gradually got used to working in the cemetery, and everything went well until one evening the unthinkable happened. When He was inside one of the vaults, sweeping the floor and polishing the nameplates. A gust of wind blew the vault doors shut. He realized to his horror that he was trapped in a crypt, surrounded by dead bodies in coffins, with no one to help him. His worst nightmares were coming true. He shouted and hollered, but it was no use. The Undertaker's house was too far away, and nobody could hear him. As the hours passed by, Desperate Boy realized that he would have to rely on himself and began to think his way out. There was a small open window high above the vault door. Unfortunately, it was too high for him to reach. Looking around the tomb, he decided to use one of the coffins. He stacked one on top of the other so he could create a flight of steps. After stacking the coffins against the door, the boy climbed them gingerly, taking care not to trip on them or have them fall over. Just when he thought his plan was working, he stepped on the top of a coffin and the wood gave way under his foot. His foot went straight through the coffin and he felt a sudden sharp pain in his leg. Crying out in agony, he could picture the splintered wood and rusty nails slicing into his skin. A stack of coffins began to wobble. In one horrifying moment, he thought he was going to lose his balance and tumble onto the stone floor. Luckily, he managed to grab onto the window and steady himself. He could feel the blood trickling down his leg. Despite the pain he was in, he pulled himself up and began to shake his leg free from the coffin lid. The stack of coffins tipped over and cluttered the ground. Clinging to the window, the boy pulled with all of his might through the narrow opening. He dropped down onto the side and limped towards the Undertaker's house to get help. The Undertaker came out and found the poor boy laying on the doorstep, clenching his bloody leg. He carried the boy to the car and drove him straight to the hospital. After doctors washed off all the blood, he began to notice the boy's wounds. "How did you get these injuries?" the doctor said. "I was cut by some pieces of wood," said the boy. "But these aren't cuts. They're human bite marks." Aw, thank you, Cynthia. I really appreciate that. "20 people in the house. Thank you guys so much." Yeah, it's a pretty wild story. Welcome, Jessica. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining. It's a typical pet story for me. You have a great story voice. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. These stories are brought to you by scaryforkids.com. I've been using these stories on my channel since the very, very beginning. I'm going to try. I've contacted them before to see if I can add my my channel to their website, but I haven't heard anything. I'll contact them again. Alright. Oh, thank you, Michelle. The dead wanted to eat him. Oh, yeah. Super nasty. I have a scary story for you, John. Okay, well, you gotta submit it to me on Twitter or Facebook, and I'll read it out loud. Sorry, guys. My boss just... Sorry, I'm just watching when they unveiled my car today. To those who did not hear the news, I did buy a car. I'm gonna share it to my post, to my um, so, okay, have a good night. Yeah, so guys, I ended up buying a car today. My boss hooked me up. I ended up getting a 2001 Honda Civic. Have you named your car yet? Not yet, guys. I probably will soon, but I have not named it yet. But Boomer, thank you, General 7. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, Boomer. I see vape pen on Amazon. They're called portable aromatherapy pens. You can do those. Those are more of like essential oils that you can also vape. There's CBD oil pens that you can buy. There's a whole bunch of them. Ecto 2. I got a 2001 2001 Honda Civic DX. Her name is Annabelle. Yeah, it's not being named that for sure. I love Halloween, but yeah, no, that's not happening. I gotta check up on this video. Okay, my video is 91% done. So it's almost finished being uploaded. Stream health is good. Awesome. So glad to see that. 13 people watching. Guys, if you have not shared this out, please help by doing so. It would be much, much appreciated. Trouble is, where do I get more refills? That's why I buy from a vape shop, because they have the stuff already available. Sorry, I'm trying to go through all my lists and stuff. Any smoke shop should have the refills. Depends on the e-cigarette that you get. They can range from different things. They have like mods like mine where you can. Well, now the battery's fully charged. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna take this battery. If I do that, then I can't remove this too easily. But yeah, guys, I got time for a couple more stories here. I'm just trying to get this off so I can get another battery. I smoke e-cigs also. Oh, heck yeah. They're becoming really I mean, they've been popular for a couple years now. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my other battery out here so I could charge this battery so I have more than one that are fully charged. There we go. I rarely use a second battery, but I should probably start using one because yeah, this one's dead skis. Buy e-juice and fill it on my own. Yep, that's what I do. Mine has like mine's like a triple coil. There's like 3 or 4 coils in this one. It hits pretty hard, but mine maxes out at 80 watts. So it's pretty powerful. It's not the most powerful e-cigarette I've ever had. I've had one that actually went to 250. And it had to have like, I think it was 12 coils in that e-cigarette. That thing ran hot. Be careful. I heard e-cigarettes, they can blow up. Yes, the cheaper made ones. I spend money. Like I think it was $125 building this e-cigarette. And it's pretty awesome system. This one's temperature controlled, so if it overheats, it shuts off. So it like has like a built-in computer in it and everything. Mine usually says air. Usually user error when they blow up. Yeah, it's usually like people who aren't paying attention. They fall asleep, and land their back like on their button, or they're using it that are. Get related mods only. Exactly. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages on social media. Regulated, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to read the chat. But I think a lot of the people have pretty much dropped off this stream a little bit earlier, but I got a couple more stories. So, got 15 people in the house. Okay, cool. Alright. One evening, I was driving alone along a lonely mountain road. The light was fading fast. It was beginning to rain. I had been driving for hours and my eyes were tired. I was having a hard time staying awake. As I negotiated a sharp bend, I noticed a man hitchhiking on the side of the road. I took pity on him and I pulled over and picked him up. As he got into the car, he thanked me for stopping. "My car broke down," he said. "I thought we were going to be stuck here all night." We drove off the mountain road. We drove off down the mountain road, and it started to get darker, and the rain grew heavier. "You're not from around here," said the man. "No, I'm not." "You know this area is a black spot," said the man. "It's a dangerous road. Over the years, there has been numerous fatal incidences." "Really?" I asked. It didn't look dangerous. "Looks can be deceiving," he said. "Countless victims lost their lives here. Not all of them were killed in the crash. The locals say this stretch of road is haunted." Just then I saw something ahead. It looked like a young woman standing in the middle of the road. In a glare of the headlights, I could see she was very beautiful. She was wet from the rain, and her flimsy white dress she was wearing She was wet from the rain, and a flimsy white dress she was wearing was see-through. She looked like she was naked. As I slowed down to take a closer look, the man in the passenger seat became suddenly upset. "No, it's a trick. The woman is a decoy. Look in the rearview mirror." I glanced behind me to see an old woman about to open up the rear passenger door. Her face was rotting and covered in maggots. We both screamed as I stomped on the accelerator, and the car lurched forward, and we tore out like a bat out of hell and never looked back. When we reached the next town, I dropped the man off at the gas station and thanked him for saving my life. I don't think I'll ever drive down that lonely mountain road ever again. Yikes. Yes. Yuck. Maggots. This one's called Do Not Open. There was an 18-year-old girl, her name was Beatrice, who was in her first year of college. She lived alone in a small apartment near the university. One night, she was washing dishes after dinner when her phone suddenly began to ring. Bring, bring. She picked up the phone and saw the caller ID. It was, "Hey Pete, what's up?" "Not much," he replied. "I'm bored. I thought I would see if you were interested in hanging out." "Sure," she said. "Come over. We can watch a movie or something." Hashtag Netflix and chill. Just playing. Come over. We could watch a movie or something. "Cool. I'll be over in 15 or 20 minutes," he said cheerfully. She hung up the phone and decided to take a shower. Before her friend arrived about 10 minutes later, she was in the middle of shampooing her hair when she heard a loud knock on the door. Sticking her head out of the shower, she shouted, "Come in! It's open!" A few minutes later, the banging on the door began to start again. She stuck out her head again. "It's not locked! Just let yourself in!" Just that, her mobile phone rang. It was Peter. He answered and said in an irritating voice, "I'm in the shower. Why don't you stop knocking and just come in?" On the other end of the line, her friend's voice was hushed and urgent. "Don't open the door." Beatrice said, "Why not?" "I'm outside your apartment building. I saw a strange woman going up the stairs to your apartment. She was crawling on the floor. She was crawling up the walls on all fours." "Hey, Jennifer, how you doing?" That's so spooky. Ooh, that gave me the chills reading that. What'd you guys think of that story? Video is 98% done. Hell yes. That story was very spooky. This one's called The Dead Woman. Few years ago, I rented a house in the countryside. My neighbors were a married couple named Lisa and Michael. They had 2 young children, a boy and a girl. They were very quiet and very nice, and pretty much kept to themselves. One night, I was awakened by a blood-curdling scream. "Ah!" It sounded like it was coming from the house next door. I jumped out of bed and threw my gown on and ran downstairs. When I got to the front gate, I noticed 2 small figures flying at me and almost knocked me off my feet. I realized that it was the kids who lived next door. I was stunned by their appearance. The boy was in his PJs and the girl was in her nightie. Their faces were deathly pale and looked at me with terror in their eyes. Both kids began to cry. Their mother came rushing towards us, and she was terrified as well. "What happened? I heard the screams." "There's someone in our house," Lisa gasped, voice shaking in fear. "I heard someone in the kitchen. I was too afraid to look, but then I heard somebody climbing up the stairs, and I heard the door to the children's bedroom opening. Then I heard my daughter screaming. It was terrible. I immediately got the kids and ran out. Did you see who it was? No. The children ran out of the room. I didn't dare to check. Please help us. We need to call the police. I looked at the children, still trembling with fear. Where's the father? I asked. He's working night shift. I told him to clean the house and call the police. I told him to go into my house and call the police. She thanked me. I took her children by the hand and rushed them into my house. I decided to check them. I decided to check out their house. The front door was standing open, dark and silent. All of a sudden, I felt a cold chill run down my spine. I had the strangest feeling somebody was watching me. In the back of my mind, a little voice kept telling me, "It's a trap." I don't know what came over me, but in that moment I was very scared. Scared of the unknown, and scared might be what's lurking inside of that darkened house. "Pull yourself together," I muttered. "You're not a child anymore." I started to walk up the garden path, but then I saw something that made me stop in my tracks. Click! One of the lights of the upstairs windows suddenly came on. The house was supposedly empty, and I looked up the lightened window and I didn't see anything. Just curtains blowing in the breeze. There was something up there. A voice in my head disappeared. It's not that I'm afraid of anything being found. It's in fact, it wants you to find it. I tried to tell myself that I was just being silly and how stupid I was for being. How stupid was it for an adult man to be afraid to go inside of the house because he's afraid of ghosts? It's a thief, I thought to myself. Then why would he be switching on the lights? Click. The light turned off. What the hell? I thought, and I took a few steps back. I thought I did not see anything in the darkness, but I felt goosebumps rising on my skin. Click! The light turned on again. When I looked up the window, my heart skipped a beat, and there was a dark figure standing there. It was a woman. Her skin was taut and shriveled, and her hair was long and unkempt. She looked like a corpse. She was staring at me with mellow, empty eye sockets and smiled a dead smile. Broke into a cold sweat. I was afraid I was going to have a heart attack. Did you call the police? I'm trying to pull myself together. They're on their way. Did you check the house? Let's just wait for the police, I replied. A few months later, the police finally arrived, searched the house from top to bottom. They didn't find any thief. There was nobody at all. The police questioned the neighbors, and nobody had seen anything. They questioned me. I didn't tell them what I had seen. What I could tell them, I had seen a dead woman in the window smiling an unearthly smile. No one would believe me. The police eventually finished up their business and left, and they took to take care of more important things. Around 7 o'clock in the morning, the woman's husband came home. The children were glad to see him. Family returned to the house. I tried not to look into their house, especially that upstairs window. After that crazy night, I began to have trouble sleeping. As soon as I closed my eyes, I could see the face of that dead woman. Then life seemed to go back to normal. The neighbors eventually managed to forget the incident, and no one screamed during the night. And I didn't see any dead bodies staring at the window. Eventually, it seemed like things were getting back on track and life was good. But one evening about a month later, I heard knocking on my door. The knock was loud and strong. They kept banging and banging as if they were going to bring my door down. I looked through the people and saw it was the neighbor lady, Lisa. I opened the door and found her standing there grinning at me. What happened? I asked. She didn't reply, just kept smiling, walking straight past me. I went to my house and turned left into the living room. She was standing on the doorstep, dumbfounded. That fixed smile on her face unnerved me. It was so creepy, almost inhuman. It made me shiver from head to toe. It was dark outside, so there was no bird singing. I was about to follow her inside, but when I heard voices coming from the house next door, when I glanced over, I saw the neighbor's children playing in the front yard. Then I froze. I could not stop seeing. Lisa was there, standing in front of her yard, playing with her children. I could barely move. Felt like my entire body was paralyzed with fear. The little voice in my head was asking one question: if Lisa's over there, then who the hell is in my living room? I did not stop to check. I immediately ran out of the house, asked my neighbors to call the police. 2 officers searched my house from top to bottom, but they didn't find a living soul. How could they? The only person in my house was that dead woman. The next morning I left the house and never came back. I live in the city now. There's more people, living people, and less dead. I heard my former neighbors, Lisa and Michael, moved out after I left. I asked around, and some of my friends said that reason that they moved out because the father and the mother had gone insane. They're such fools. They thought their house was haunted. I tried to laugh along with them, but I couldn't even muster a smile. How'd you guys like that story? What's up, Zach? How you doing? Oh, my signal's going in and out? I'm sorry, guys. Did I lose the stream? What the hell? Close. What the fuck? Okay, guys, I don't know what's going on, but it seems like my stream is not working. Oh, there it is. It's working now. I don't know what happened. Cryptid559, welcome, guys. I'm gonna sign out now. My new video just uploaded, and it's just about 11 o'clock. I hope you guys enjoyed these stories tonight. Thank you so much for joining. Much love and light, guys. And remember to always keep it spooky, my friends. Thank you so much for listening in tonight. Cheers. Have a good night, guys. It is a very good story. That one was really, really good. Oh, okay. Never mind. But, guys, I'm going to head out here tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And look forward for tomorrow's video. If you have not watched the video that I just posted, go check it out. Also, go check out Joe from Presence of the Unknown. Go check his new video out where we did the Haunted Santa Maria Inn. I will have my own version of that coming out in a couple weeks. So, guys, please join me on that. Actually, I might try to have that one out next week. I'm not sure. It's in between 2 videos, 2 haunted hotels that I'm in the process of editing. I think I'm going to try to get the Padre done first and then do the Santa Maria Inn video. So, guys, there's 2 extremely haunted hotel videos coming out, and I will definitely make sure that I put out some really good content for you guys. Much love and light. Remember to always keep it spooky, and I'll see you next time for the next adventure. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.